Hi, lesson number 6. Question 1. Based on the discussion, what is the difference between light-dependent and light-independent reactions? In light-dependent reactions, the energy from sunlight is absorbed by chlorophyll and converted into chemical energy in the form of electron carrier molecules like ATP and NADPH. Light energy is harnessed in photosynthesis 1 and 2, both which are present in the thylakoid membranes of the chloroplasts. In light-independent reactions, or called the Calvin cycle, carbohydrate molecules are assembled from carbon dioxide using the chemical energy harvested during the light-dependent reactions. Question number 2. How are protons absorbed and utilized in the first stage of photosynthesis? During the first stage, the energy of sunlight is absorbed by the chloroplast. Water is used and oxygen is produced during this part of the process. Number 3. Summarize the process of light reactions and Calvin cycle. In light reactions, energy from sunlight is absorbed by the pigment chlorophyll and is converted into chemical energy in the form of electron charge carrier molecule such as NADPH and ATP. Light energy is utilized in both photosystems 1 and 2 present inside the thylakoid membranes of the chloroplast. The carbohydrate molecules are obtained from the carbon dioxide from the use of chemical energy gathered during the reactions. The light energy tends to split into the water and later extracts the electrons from the photosystem. Then the electrons move from PS2 to B6F or the cytochrome to the photosystem PSI and reduce in the form of energy. The electrons are re-energized in the photosystems 1 and the electrons of high energy reduced NADPH plus into NADPH. The electrons are re-energized in the photosystems 1 and electrons of high energy reduce NADP plus into NADPH. In the process of cyclic photophosphorylation, the cytochrome B6F uses electron energy from both the photosystems 1 and 2 to create a number of ATP and stops the production of the NADPH, thus maintaining the right quantities of ATP and NADPH. Thus, the light reactions harness the light energy to drive the transport of electrons and the pumping of the proton. To convert the energy from light into biologically useful form ATP and produces usable source of reducing the power of NADPH. The light-independent reactions of the Calvin cycle can be organized into 3 basic stages: fixation, reduction, and regeneration. Carbon fixation occurs, which is catalyzed by an enzyme called Rubisco. Rubisco captures carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and attaches it into 5-carbon sugar called ribulose bisphosphate. The resulting 6-carbon molecule is unstable and splits into 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. Phase 2 reduction. Each of 3 phosphorygrate molecules receive a phosphate from ATP and is then reduced by NADPH, after which it loses a phosphate to become glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate or G3P. Some of this G3P is the output of Calvin cycle. going on to other pathways that generate glucose and other compounds. Phase 3, regeneration of ribulose. Some G3P goes back to generate more RUBP and start the cycle all over again. Question number 4. What are all the byproducts of light-dependent and light-independent reactions? So, the light-dependent reactions, its goal is to convert energy into chemical energy. It's located in the chloroplast or the thylakoids. So the input is sunlight, water, NADP plus, and ADP. And the output is NADPH, ATP, and oxygen. For the light-independent reactions, its goal is to use stored chemical energy to fix carbon dioxide and create a product that can be converted into glucose. Location is in the chloroplast in stroma. Input is carbon dioxide, NADPH, and ATP.